Hey guys, so for today I have a really exciting video. I kind of have been looking for a lot of dupes for a lot of things. I feel like when it comes to finding cheaper alternatives or just really good affordable products, I'm your girl because I absolutely love finding really good quality items for a really good price. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that. Lately I've been doing a lot of like dupe alert videos and I kind of wanted to continue them. You guys seem to really enjoy them as well, so I figured that I would go ahead and continue them. For today, I actually have one that's really exciting and I figured you guys would really appreciate it. Lately I've been thinking about my foundation collection and I've actually noticed that when I've been purchasing these high-end foundations, I've realized that I actually have drugstore alternatives to them in my collection. So I figured that I would go ahead and do a video about 3 high-end foundations that I absolutely love and show you guys what kind of dupes slash alternatives I have in my collection for them. So I feel like this video will be super exciting for a lot of you guys because I know a lot of people can't afford a $40 to $50 foundation. So let's go ahead and just get started with my number 1 Holy Grail foundation. I love this foundation. It is amazing, but I think it's like $42 or $44 in Canada. You can get this at Sephora. I will link the reviews slash first impressions that I have for these foundations down below. I think I have one for every single one except for one of them, so I will link them down below. This foundation is basically really full coverage and really long wearing. So the dupe that I actually have for it is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. I'll go ahead and tell you guys the difference and the similarities to these foundations. Now, this is $44 and this is like under $10 depending where you live, of course. Of course, the price is a huge difference. Now, first, obviously the packaging, this one has a pump and this one doesn't, but they're both super easy packaging. This just squeezes out and this you just push down and pump out. So some of the similarities between these two foundations are that they both have a super matte, full coverage, like flawless finish. You will get a full coverage with both of these foundations. You will also get a really flawless porcelain doll type of look with these foundations. They also are both very matte, so you're not going to get any type of dewiness or anything with these foundations. Now, both of these foundations kind of claim to control oils and keep you matte all day. That's one of the differences. The Kat Von D one will literally stay on all day and it will control your oil like nothing ever has before. The Rimmel London Stay Matte one definitely doesn't keep you matte or control your oils. I would say this one lasts 4 to 6 hours and this one lasts like all day. For me, that's not a huge big of a deal just because I always use my Kat Von D Lock and Load Makeup Setting Mist and that literally is like glue for my face. It will keep your makeup on all day no matter what you put on your face. So I just use my Kat Von D setting spray when I use this one and my makeup stays on all day. So it's not really an issue for me that this one doesn't last all day. The fact that this is like significantly cheaper than this one is just, I'm good with that. Now, another difference between them is that the Kat Von D one definitely has way more of a bigger shade selection. You will find your shade in the Kat Von D foundation, whether you are extremely pale or if you are extremely deep in skin tone, you will find your shade in the Kat Von D one. Whereas in the Rimmel London, I think they only come in like 8 shades and the darkest they go is like kind of a deep tan. So if you're maybe like a caramel skin tone, you can maybe get away with using this, but that's pretty much it. So that's the only downfall to this foundation. Now, another similarity that I forgot to mention was that they are both a liquid mousse type of texture. They both are liquid, but they have like a really fluffy whipped type of texture. I definitely feel like these two are amazing dupes for each other. Every time I wear these foundations, whether it's this one or this one, I always get complimented and asked, oh my god, your skin looks flawless, what are you wearing? So most definitely love these two foundations. So next up, I have a foundation that I actually recently just picked up and did a first impression on for you guys. And it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I absolutely love this stuff. It gives you full coverage and it controls your oils all day with a super lightweight feel. It's not going to feel nearly as heavy slash cakey sometimes as the Kat Von D or the Rimmel would. The Kat Von D and the Rimmel are kind of a hit and miss a lot of the times for people. I personally love them, but this one definitely is a hit for a lot of people. My best dupe and alternative that I personally have found for it, and I actually realized was in my collection, sitting right there in front of me, is the Revlon ColorStay 24 Hour. I feel like these compare a lot in terms of texture and longevity and coverage. They will both give you full coverage, oil control all day, and they will both last long. The only difference between these two, I would say, is that maybe the Revlon is a slight bit thicker, and this is actually the oily / combination skin one. If you even get the normal to dry skin one, it might be a little bit thinner and it might be a better comparison to the Estee Lauder. But personally, I feel like they are really great alternatives / dupes to each other. They both have this really lightweight feel with a slight bit of thickness, and they both give a really good full coverage finish. The Revlon one gives a tiny bit more full coverage than the Estee Lauder does, but you could just double this one up a little bit more to get the same kind of finish. They both give you a really natural finish, almost matte, but not really there. Just a really slightly like natural type of finish. These will both give you. Now, the Estee Lauder one can be bought at Sephora or any department store, and the Revlon one any drugstore. The Revlon one goes anywhere from, I think, like $13 to $15, and the Estee Lauder is, again, I think it's like $52 or something like that. Really expensive. But like I said, these are really great dupes. Now, the next foundation that I have to talk about is the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. When I first tried this, I told you guys my thoughts, and I felt like I kind of wasted my money on this because I had a drugstore cheaper version right in my collection, which is the L'Oreal True Match. I feel like these two are basically the same thing. They are both extremely lightweight, give you a really great dewy finish, and they kind of still give you good coverage even though they're lightweight. They give you like a medium buildable type of coverage. The only kind of difference that I feel is that the L'Oreal True Match actually holds my oils a lot better than the Nars Sheer Glow does for some reason. It actually lasts a little bit longer. I also feel like these foundations both have really great shade selections, so whether you're extremely pale or extremely deep in skin tone, you can find shades that match you in both foundations. So definitely, I feel like these are amazing dupes. This is in the shade N2, and the Nars one is in the shade Mont Blanc. And L'Oreal True Match is actually, I think, $12.99 in Canada at its cheapest, and the Nars Sheer Glow is, I think, $50 as well, $40 or $50. So definitely a huge price difference, but very similar foundations. Every high-end foundation that I mentioned has literally been raved about and loved. It is probably yours or your friends or somebody you know's favorite high-end foundations. So I wanted to show you guys what my favorite drugstore dupes / alternatives are for them, in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually thinking of doing another video called kind of like dupes to your favorite high-end products. I have a lot of high-end popular products that are really raved about that I have cheaper alternatives to, so I wanted to do a video like that as well. So if you want a video like that, then like, thumbs up this video, and I will do that as well. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.